Hey, listen, I've done something incredible. It's absolutely fantastic. I have done something it's a list. It's a list of an acting activities list. Now, this acting activities list is for 110 classes. It's organized so that you can pick one of the selections of, usually between 7 and different 8, maybe 8 different activities, and then you can choose that, and then you can find your motivated activities. So you can use this list and work anywhere. You can put this stuff in films, do all kinds of stuff because you want to be able to incorporate acting activities into your acting. So listen, if you would, please check it out, absolutely, and see what other lists that I have available to be able to help you be able to learn your acting. Okay, so let's go down this list and let's see. Listen, I've picked good acting activity. I've seen over 30,000 acting exercises, okay? Way over. So, look, let's get to work. Now, there is all the ingredients there. We're gonna go step by step. We're gonna go through motivation. We're gonna go through difficulty. We're gonna go through measurable success. Can you actually see your activity coming to life? Can you actually, if you're building a house of cards, which is just an okay one, but you could build it, are you able to see the layers build? Now, the reason, are you putting your reason with it, right? Then we got the other one, urgency. Urgency on your activities, but typically it's not on the door. Some people use that for door activities too. But consequence. Are you adding a consequence? Are you able to add a consequence? It doesn't always work for everybody. Then the last thing that does work for every single person is emotional preparation. You've got to be able to find your talent, and you find your talent by putting your talent in with your emotion. So your activation of talent is the actual acting talent. It's actually what it is. That is actually what talent is. It's whether or not, as an actor, you can activate your emotional life and still be able to do all these other things. So we've got this, I've got this, I've done this, and I've got this completely organized. So you can just go down and you can click right on the link, and that link will take you right to a product. And that product will actually give you even more ideas. You can read the description links. You can look at the information. I would like it if you buy the product, but you work with the ideas to be able to expand your talent. That's the point. The point is to be able to expand your talent. We want to be able to drive forward creatively. We want to be able to expand our talent. Now, that comes from being able to learn first how to focus on the doing. The doing is key. But then we're going to later about class. Later on in the classes on the sheets, there you'll add emotional preparation. I've got it in very good, solid order, and you feel free to use them out of order if you like. So we're looking at this. That's the thing. We've got drawing faces. We've got 3D pop-up cards. There's chalkboard glass, how to be able to make a chalkboard glass. There's chalkboard projects. There's origami projects. There's bespoke wall art. And instructions on how to get this stuff done and do it actually right. Now, all of these different acting activities are exactly what you need to be able to work to do. To one, learn the craft of acting, and two, because acting is interaction, right? So you work with that, and then you work with the interaction with the acting exercise. And here's the thing. There is a lot of value you can get from this. There is a ton of value. Now, there's relief carving on wood. There is how to be able to do all these different activities. Making wood fishing lures. Wooden fishing lures. There's an instruction on how to be able to do it. So the fish will actually come in and you can make them out of wood. Premium glass bottle cutters. You can get a glass bottle and you can actually have the activity of cutting it in half for crafts or projects or something that's really cool. Stuff that you're motivated to do. That's what I was saying. It was basically all of these different acting activities. Acting activities is you've got the ability to do the acting exercise, and there's all great values to all of that. But then the other thing is if you learn how to do the acting activity well, then you put that on your acting resume. I'm not kidding. Can you sketch? Can you sketch a person's face, figure? Can you do some sort of architect? Do you understand basic architecture? Do you look at different things? Are you able to handle yourself within those different environments? And then this is how you find your own parts in acting, because you're able to find your own interests. Now, you can carve a top of a crane. That's great. Great. Sorry, a cane. Sorry, cane. Making a lamp out of an object. There is 25 different instructions to be able to make different types of lamps, to be able to make out of an object. They're very different. There's different objects. Polymer modeling clay kit. There's a carving wood. Specific thing. You can build your own ukulele. You can build your own guitar. You can build. Oh gosh. There's flair, like bartending flair. You can learn bartending flair. There's bottles to get bartending flair. All sorts of things. There's this incredible stuff. There is a dye fabricing kit, right? That's another one. There is carving kit, which is different. This is you can build your own turtle, a turtle carving kit. And you can also make other shapes. Drawing a rose, re-tapping. It's called re-tapping a badminton racket. That's interesting. It could be for somebody. A tennis racket, you can redo the spool on it, right? There's great list. This is over 1,100, by the way. There's over 1,100 acting activities on this list. And I'm asking for $11 for the list for now, and we'll see, because I don't know if people are going to use the links or not, but I really do want you to be able to use the links. And it is great. It is a really good, these are the acting worksheets, and you can literally pick up a worksheet and work from that, and probably in a very short amount of time, you can then be able to work with that worksheet and be able to go, yep, this is great. I've got a motivated, you've got a motivation, you've got to be able to get a reason, and you write that all down on one single sheet. And it's all organized for you, and you just fill it in, and you decide yourself on how to be able to do that, or you work and fill it in on the computer. Either way, okay? So this is absolutely incredible. Incredible. You can do all sorts of various neat. You can do kilt making. Oh my goodness, there is an absolute instructional on kilt making. And on top of that, there is then a backup list. On top of the 1,100, there is then a backup list. So if you don't like that day's, and there's 110 days, then you work with that day, that 110 days, and say if you don't like that day, and something just, you only have one, I suggest you pick 3 out of the list of usually 8 or 10. Then you work with that, and you work with it, and you think, okay, then you go to the backup list. You go to the backup list, and guaranteed you're going to be able to get something to be able to do your acting. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay, so I teach people how to get upset. I have a lot of fun teaching people how to literally, purposefully upset themselves. Actually waking their own activations up so that they're emotionally activated. There's something that they can get upset about within a ballpark of emotion. But the key, the absolute key, is I don't want you to carry around that stuff in your life. That's what's called acting baggage. You want to be able to learn a technique. I have to be able to tell you that it would be a disservice for me to teach you all of these incredible techniques on how to access yourself as an artist without reminding you very nicely that you don't need your acting baggage in life. So feel free. Work on processes where you have a release time after you're doing your acting. And what this will do is it will actually amplify your work, because it will give your acting muscles the break that they need in order to get the rest that they need so that your work will be even stronger. Okay? Thanks very much.